It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we've got a beer from Brewdog and it's a collaboration with Evil Twin and it's their Roaster Coaster. This is a Nitro Imperial Vietnamese coffee stout, 9% ABV, coming in at 402 millilitres. It's in a 440 style can, but because it's nitro infused, that's taken up a little bit of the space in the can, if you like. So 402 millilitres. Evil Twin Brewing Company, fantastic brewery company, and Brewdog, yeah, they split opinion. I want to get into this beer. I'm interested. It's a new release into Tesco's. It's been out about 3 or 4 days into Tesco's. It was £3.50. Without further ado, let's get the beer out into a glass and see what we get. Woo-hoo-hoo! Smoke! Smoke on the can opening. I'm using my favourite beer glass of all time for this review. I'm pulling out the big guns for this one. It's my Lervig glass that I picked up and cradled home from Norway once. Look at this. What a fantastic pour. Ho, 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 ho. Okay, look at that. That's like one of those videos, you know, the campfire videos you see on YouTube where people just sit in amazement looking at the fire, or the fireplace videos. You can do that with this beer if you like. Look at that, rocking it back and forth. This is, if you're a beer lover, This looks like beer heaven, it really does. And I wonder what people think. You know, they've heard about craft beer, they shop in Tesco, they decide to pick up a beer that's not Carling or Foster's or Stella or something like that. They go, I quite like a Guinness, so I'm going to pick up this stout. And they pick up this and they pour it. It's like, I would love to be a fly on the wall on somebody who's just getting into craft beer, who picks this up for the very first time and pours it. It'll probably be the wrong glass where they stick it in, but that doesn't matter. The point is, hopefully they're drinking good beer. This looks like a really good beer, albeit the nitro's doing that to the beer. Jet black beer in the glass. We had a 4-finger tan coloured head, good levels of carbonation. Brewdog generally make a really good stout, so I'm hopeful on this one. Evil Twin, one of the best breweries in the world. Aroma. Pardon me. It's quite a big head to get the aromas through. Chocolate, coffee, caramel. More of the coffee, that Vietnamese coffee. Smells good, smells rich. Smells really rich and sweet. But then lots of milk chocolate coming through. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. It's clever. It's cleverly done. It's really cleverly done. The nitro has just played such a part in this beer. That nitro infused beer has just made it super slick, super smooth. it's taken off all the rough edges. It's like they've managed to kind of chisel out the kind of the perfect diamond. They've taken all the rough edges off the diamond, and now they've stuck it in the shop window, and it's glitzy and it's shining, and people want to pay £1,000 for it. The diamond, not the beer. It's really rich. It's massively rich. It's massively rich and massively sweet. You feel the cloyiness of the sweetness. It's like they packed a load of sugar in. Not sugar, like it's really kind of sweet and caramel like. And then you get the chocolate, the coffee, the caramel. Then you get that kind of Vietnamese coffee, a rich, bitter coffee flavour. So balanced, I'm going to say, but still balanced to be more sweet. It's still sweeter than it is bitter. There's no real... I'm going to make sure, I really want to make sure, because I want to get it right. I want to get it right. I want to have one more taste before I say what I'm about to say. They've got all of the bitterness from the roasted malt on the beer. The coffee, the chocolate, the caramel on the towards the back end is flavour. If you think of a big thick coffee, a big thick chocolate bar, it melts, it's got a great mouthfeel. And then some sweet caramel. It's gloopy, and the roasted malt gives off a bitterness. I think with this beer, it's a lovely beer. I'm going to stand here and say it's a lovely beer. But there's a lot of brain gone into this beer. There's a lot of brewers' brain got into this beer because it's £3.50 in Tesco. And that's the truth of the matter, is that it's £3.50 in Tesco. If you wanted a 9% ABV Vietnamese kind of imperial stout from a bottle shop, I think it would have a lot more bitterness over there. There's your sweetness over here. I think it would have a lot more bitterness on the finish. There would be a lot more bitterness coming from the roasted malt. There would be a lot more bitterness from the hops, just to balance out that sweetness. So what I think Brewdog have done with this beer is that they've very cleverly, and of course they've had to, because Tesco have said to Brewdog, we will only pay X amount for this beer. So Brewdog have scratched their heads. They've gone away. Can we do it for Tesco's margins? Can we make this beer what they want, which is a really good imperial stout? Can we do it for effectively on the shelf price, what we pay, £3.50. While Tesco take a little bit of the money, we make a little bit of money, the government takes a massive chunk of tax. For all them things, for all them elements, can we make a small profit on this beer? And that's all it basically comes down to. So what they've done, because hops are very expensive. Hops are very expensive. I imagine roasted malt's really expensive as well. They've just tweaked things. There's a big level of sweetness to begin with. And then you've got that kind of nitro look. So immediately you're looking at the beer going, this looks fantastic. This is an amazing, amazing, amazing beer. Look at this, look at this, look. And this is the thing. You're looking, you're looking, you're looking, you're looking, you're looking. And then you've looked so much at the beer that it's somehow sends you into some kind of frenzy. And then you taste the beer and yeah, great mouthfeel, great mouthfeel. Nitro beers generally have great mouthfeel. It's what nitro does. I mean, nitro stouts are a thing. And then loads of sweetness and then bitterness on the back end, but it's not enough. It's not enough, and they're not far away. It's not enough to pull if you were a tightrope walker, you'd be going across the rope like that, trying to balance yourself. You wouldn't be like that. You'd be a bit like that, trying to get across in the circus on the tightrope. So it's more sweet than bitter. I think it's time for me to give my rating. Do you want me to read out all of the transatlantic stuff and oats and stuff on the side of this can? Or would you like to just pause the video and read it yourself? There you go, pause the video, read it yourself. I'm going to rate it. I'm going to rate it. And it's a tough one. It's a real tough one. It really is. Because they were so close. They were just like... Maybe if they just sold it for £4. If they sold it for £4 a can, instead of £3.50, that extra 50 pence could have gone into... Of course, Tesco would want a little bit more of that, and Brewdog. But it would go into a little bit more of the... Maybe just a bit of dry hopping. Little bit more dry hopping. And I'd be buying this for £4 in Tesco's every single week. It just... And to be fair to Brewdog, that is not Brewdog's fault. That's more of a Tesco fault. That's like the whole... We'll pay the farmers X amount for 4 pints of milk. That's a Tesco problem. That's a let's squeeze the farmers... as far as we can squeeze them. We will only pay X amount of money for that 4 pints of milk. So that's the poor old farmer has got no choice. He has to sell to Tesco. Somebody said something in 2018, it's easy, it's cheaper to produce milk than water. I think that's what a farmer said, and then it changed everything. It was this whole campaign, 10p for the farmer type of thing, and everybody got on board. But it's a Tesco problem. It's not a Brewdog problem. It's the squeeze, it's the tight margins that Brewdog are having to work under. Ideally, probably, Brewdog would have liked to have put a little bit more dry hopping into the beer, just to balance it out a little bit more. Rating. It's a, for me, it's a 7 out of 10. It's a 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. I hope you've liked the video. It's been completely impartial. I bought the beer myself. I went out today for it. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom! Cheers!